Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sports Dom coming back with another video. And this is my Buffalo Bills at Washington Commanders Week 3 recap, post-game recap. And it was a blowout win for the Buffalo Bills over the Washington Commanders, 37-3 in Landover, Maryland. And Josh Allen, the player of the game. Terrell Bernard will probably be the Defensive Player of the Week, the AFC Defensive Player of the Week. So let's recap this. Josh Allen was 20 of 32 for 218 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. The interception wasn't his fault. Gabe Davis was standing there, should have caught it. The guy reached around him and grabbed the ball, ran in front of him, and took off. But rushing, James Cook had 15 carries for 98 yards. His long was 34. Josh Allen, 3 carries for 46 yards and a touchdown. His long was 23. So he ran one in. He threw one and ran one in. Latavius Murray had 5 carries for 15 yards and a touchdown. His long was 7. Damian Harris, 5 carries, 15 yards. His long was 7. Kyle Allen, 2 carries for minus 2 yards. Gabriel Davis, 1 carry for minus 2 yards. Deontay Hardy, 2 carries for minus 2 yards. Stephon Diggs, 8 receptions for 111 yards. Gabriel Davis, 1 reception for 35 yards and a touchdown. Deontay Hardy, 2 receptions, 15 yards. James Cook, 2 receptions, 14 yards. Dawson Knox, 1 reception, 11 yards. Latavius Murray, 1 reception, 6 yards. Khalil Shakir, 1 reception, 5 yards. And Dalton Kincaid, 2 receptions, 3 yards. And the Bills had 9 sacks. 9 sacks on Samuel Howell. On the defense, Terrell Bernard had 7 tackles, 2 assists, 2 sacks, and an interception. Teron Johnson had 5 tackles, 1 assist, and a forced fumble. Matt Milano, 5 tackles, 4 assists. Matt Milano, 5 tackles, 4 assists. Daquan Jones, 5 tackles, 4 assists, and a sack and a half. Jordan Poyer, 4 tackles. Christian Benford, 4 tackles, 2 assists. Ed Oliver had 4 tackles, 2 assists, and a sack and a half. Tre'Davious White had 3 tackles and an interception. Leonard Floyd, 3 tackles, 1 assist. And 2 sacks. Micah Hyde, 2 tackles, 1 assist, and an interception. Gregory Rousseau, 2 tackles and a sack. A.J. Epinesa, 1 tackle, 1 assist, and an interception for a touchdown. He had the pick 6. Dorian Williams, 1 tackle, 1 assist. Dane Jackson, 1 tackle. Saran Neal, 1 tackle, 1 assist. Tim Settle, 1 tackle, 1 assist. Cam Lewis, 1 tackle. Punt returns, Deontay Hardy, 2 returns for 27 yards. Kicking, Tyler Bass was 3 for 3 of field goals, 4 for 4 on extra points. He was perfect on the day. Sam Martin punting, he punted 1 time for 70 yards and a touchback. So that was the Bills stat. Now let's go to the Washington Commanders. Sam Howell, 19 of 29 for 170 yards, no touchdowns, count them 4. 4 interceptions for Mr. Howell. 4. They had 5 turnovers in total. They had a fumble, which was recovered by the Bills. Brian Robinson, this is the rushing stats now. Brian Robinson had 10 carries for 70 yards. Sam Howell, 1 carry, 18 yards. Antonio Gibson, 2 carries, 17 yards. Curtis Samuel, 1 carry for no yards. The Bills pretty much shut down the offense, the running game, and the passing game. Curtis Samuel had 2 receptions for 54 yards. Terry McLaurin, 6 receptions, 41 yards. Turner had 4 receptions, 35 yards. Jahan Dotson, 2 receptions, 21 yards. Bates had 2 receptions, 12 yards. Gibson had 3 receptions, 7 yards. On the defense, Barton had 13 tackles, 6 assists. Davis, 11 tackles, 5 assists. Fuller, 8 tackles, 6 assists, and an interception. St. Just had 7 tackles, 2 assists. Forrest, 7 tackles, 2 assists. Curl, 6 tackles, 2 assists. Young, 3 tackles. Payne, 3 tackles. Porbs, 3 tackles. Butler, 2 tackles, 1 assist. Sweat, 1 tackle. Ridgway, 1 tackle. Allen, 1 tackle, 1 assist. On the kick returns, Antonio Gibson had 2 returns for 45 yards. Jay Sly was 1 for 1 on field goals. And on punting, Way had 3 punts for 150 yards. No touchbacks and none inside the 20. So it was a pretty dominant game for the Buffalo Bills. They went in there and kicked their ass. Beat them from end zone to end zone, up and down the field. Washington just couldn't do nothing. So the Washington Commanders get their first loss of the season. They fall to 2-1. The Buffalo Bills improved to 2-1, getting their second blowout win in a row. Last week at home, they blew out the Las Vegas Raiders 38-10. This week, they blew out the Washington Commanders on the road 37-3. Next week, a tough game at home for the Buffalo Bills against the Miami Dolphins, who dropped a 70 burger on the Denver Broncos. They beat the Broncos 70-20, but they're not going to do that against the Buffalo Bills. I don't think they'll do that against our defense. We pretty much shut Tyreek Hill down last year. In the one game, he only had like 33 yards or 36 yards, something like that. So they're going to have to find other ways to beat us. But it's going to be a good game, a tough game. But it is at home, so we got the home field advantage. We need to come out with that win and improve to 3-1 and be tied for first place in the AFC East. But a pretty dominant game for the Buffalo Bills. At the end of the first quarter, it was 10-0 Buffalo. At halftime, 16-0 Buffalo. At the end of the third quarter, it was 16-0 Buffalo. And then they scored 21 points in the fourth quarter to win 37-3. It was 37-0 at one time, and they let Washington go down and kick a field goal. So, good blowout win for the Buffalo Bills. I didn't expect them to blow them out because Washington's defense was supposed to be. All I heard all week was Washington's defensive line is #1 in the league, and Washington's defense is #1 in the league. The #1 defense don't allow 37 points. Okay, they're not #1. They're not even close to #1. They didn't even look like #1 today. Guys, comment in the comment section below on what you think. And as always, if you like my videos, like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss a video. This is Sports Dom. Peace. Go Bills. Let's squish the fish. Next game, the Miami Dolphins. Stay tuned for my Miami Dolphins at Buffalo Bills Week 4 preview. Go Bills. Let's squish the fish and get our third win of the season, third win in a row. And let's go to 3-1 and be tied for first place in the AFC East with the Miami LOL Fish. Go Bills. Beat the Dolphins.